Big South Conference is coming off its most successful football season in 2006, an at-large berth to the FCS playoffs, 2 top 25 programs, increased television exposure, and the league's first Peyton Award finalist and NFL draft pick. Riding that momentum from last season, 2007 signals more prosperity with the Big South's continued emergence on the national stage. The preseason alone has seen Coastal Carolina and Liberty ranked among top 25 polls, and 4 student-athletes have received preseason All-American honors. Now we preview the 2007 Big South football season and the preseason poll in predicted order of finish. VMI is predicted to finish 5th in the league's preseason poll. Under the direction of second-year head coach Jim Reed, the Keydets hope to turn around a tough-luck 2006 in which they suffered 4 league losses by an average of 4.8 points. The Keydets welcome back 2006 Big South Freshman of the Year Tim Maypray, who ranked among the league leaders a year ago in all-purpose yards and showcased his skill at a variety of positions. With the departure of Jonathan Wilson, Joey Robinson and Kyle Hughes assume the quarterback reins. Both players saw action last year and are ready to create headaches for opponents. Returning all-conference offensive lineman Robert Brown will once again lead the Keydet offensive front. Among the 30 letter winners and 16 starters returning for Coach Reed is linebacker Patrick McKinney, who led VMI with 82 tackles in 2006, ranking 5th in the Big South. McKinney headlines a group of 7 returning starters on defense, including Jacob Rochester and Levi Swindell. VMI will face a demanding FCS schedule against programs such as William & Mary, James Madison, and Lehigh before kicking off Big South action October 20th against Gardner-Webb. Charleston Southern enters 2007 riding high following the best season in school history. A record 9 victories and its first top 25 ranking highlighted last season. But to duplicate the effort, the Buccaneers will have to replace key personnel this season. Gone are the Big South's all-time leading passer in Colin Drafts and all-time leading receiver Maurice Price. Head coach Jay Mills will turn to redshirt sophomore Eli Bird as quarterback in 2007. Bird managed a 62% completion percentage in limited duty last year. Junior Marcus Murray becomes the new receiving threat, having caught 64 passes for 900 yards and 7 touchdowns in his career. Also back on the offense, running back Kenny Harper, who was second on the squad with 417 rushing yards. All-conference performers Rick Howell and Alex Bragg anchor an experienced offensive line. On defense, the Bucs welcome back 10 starters, including All-Americans Jada Ross and Dennis Justiniani. Ross led the Big South with 127 tackles last season, while Justiniani was first with 15 tackles for a loss. Returning veteran linebackers John Ali and Josh Mitchell and defensive back Akiba Rollinson round out a solid defensive unit. Charleston Southern carries a 9-game home winning streak into the season and opens at the Citadel. The Bucs begin conference play October 20th at home against Liberty. Gardner-Webb will field the Big South's most experienced team in 2007, welcoming back 54 letter winners and 21 starters for Big South coaching dean Steve Patton. Headlining the group, 2007 preseason Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Johnston. The returning All-American registered 77 tackles a year ago from his defensive end position with 14 tackles for loss and a league-best 8 quarterback sacks. He has been named to the Ted Hendricks Defensive End of the Year Award watch list. Linebackers Mario E. Brown and Mike Pavelko, as well as safety Daniel Cook, joined Johnston to give the Bulldogs a formidable defense. Brown tallied 109 tackles last season, while Pavelko added 87 hits and Cook 67. On offense, Gardner-Webb features 2 capable quarterbacks, junior Devin Campbell and sophomore Stan Doolittle. Both had passing ratings over 120 last year and were equally effective running the offense. Regardless of which quarterback, they'll have senior wideout Devon Flagler to throw the ball to. A preseason All-American, Flagler caught 64 passes for 740 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2006. Coach Patton leads his Bulldogs against a demanding schedule, including 2 FBS schools and defending national champion Appalachian State on October 6th. The Bulldogs' Big South slate opens October 20th at VMI. Three straight Big South football championships, an at-large berth in the 2006 FCS playoffs, and a one-loss record of 34-11 in just 4 years of the program's existence. But in 2007, the pedigree of David Bennett's Coastal Carolina Chanticleers will be tested after the graduation of 36 seniors, including All-American quarterback and NFL draft pick Tyler Thigpen. Despite those departures, Coastal returns explosive wide receiver Jerome Simpson, the 2007 Big South preseason Offensive Player of the Year. Simpson set league records last year with 1,077 receiving yards and 16 touchdowns, among his not-so-routine 61 receptions. Simpson needs just over 400 receiving yards to become the Big South's career leader in that category. Powerful fullback Mike Tolbert also returns to lead the Chanticleers' rushing attack. Coastal's defensive front features 4 upperclassmen, Roderick Middleton, Karibi Gauze, Chris Walker, and Ronnie Mason, as well as the return of experienced sackman Adrian Grady, who missed 2006 due to injury. Anthony Steele, who had 65 tackles last year, is Coastal's leading returning tackler, and safety Mario Norman will be called upon to lead the Chanticleers' young defensive backfield. On the schedule front, Bennett's squad will be tested this season against traditional powers once again. Georgia Southern, James Madison, and Furman all on the slate before opening Big South Conference play against VMI October 27th. Fresh off a nationally recognized turnaround in 2006, the Liberty Flames are the preseason favorite in 2007. Second-year head coach and 2006 Big South Coach of the Year Danny Rocco welcomes back 20 returning starters to lead the Flames in their quest for the school's first Big South football title. Liberty finished 6-5 overall and 2-2 in the league a year ago, but dropped its 2 league games by just 5 points and 2 other games by only 8 points. Quarterback Brock Smith is the most experienced signal caller in the Big South this season and is coming off a year in which he set career highs in each category. The Flames arguably have one of the most dangerous backfields in the Big South, if not the country, with juniors Rashad Jennings and Zach Terrell. Jennings finished second in the league last year with 1,020 yards, while Terrell posted 673 yards and 13 touchdowns. Receivers Winton Jackson and Brandon Turner combined for 79 receptions and 1,123 yards last season. On defense, senior linebacker Stevie Ray Lloyd returns after leading the squad with 80 tackles last year. Also back on defense is all-conference performer Stephen Ackley, Colin Dugan, linebackers Brandon Duke, and Nick Hursky. Liberty, which set Big South attendance records in 2006, faces another demanding schedule. William and Mary, Elon, and Toledo all out of conference before opening Big South play October 20th at Charleston Southern. It's time to take the field and answer the question, who will take home the crown on Saturday, November 17th? Does Liberty secure its first championship in Boiling Springs that day, or does Gardner-Webb return to the top? Will the heated rivalry between Charleston Southern and Coastal Carolina again determine the Big South title, or does VMI doubt all the naysayers and take home the trophy? As we kick off Year 6, we wish all the teams the best of luck in 2007 and look briefly ahead toward 2008, when the Big South Conference's gridiron prowess across the FCS landscape grows stronger with the addition of Presbyterian College and associate member Stony Brook University.